was raised in Louisiana. He wasn't going to last a year out here. After my mom convinced him to leave, he went through a whole, there were like 2 years where he just went into this total drug spin, and like,
oh really?
Yeah, and he would leave threatening messages on our answering machine all the time, and just like, he was a mess for a couple of years, and then he finally realized that if he wanted to see me again, he had to like clean up, go through some anger management stuff, and so he did, but since then he's just acted like none of that ever happened. Which makes it really difficult for me because I can't, like, he expects us to have this great relationship and for me to be like, yeah, I love my dad, he's the greatest, and I'm like, I can't be around you. Like, I've tried working through that hurt, and the fact that you deny that it happened just kind of, I have nowhere to go with you. Oh, I mean, my birthday was fine because I literally, like, whenever I feel strongly any kind of emotion, I feel the need to cook for tons of people, so I spent a day and a half making a gumbo and just, like, you know, being in the kitchen.
It's a good place to be when you don't feel good.
And then when my friends finally showed up, it was like, okay, I had, you know, everything was diffused, so it was good. But, I mean, he literally makes me feel like I have made up all of the facts of my life.
That you have what?
That I've completely fabricated all of the facts of my life.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know, it's hard. Because even though I know what I've lived through and I know what I've felt and I know what I feel, he has this way of throwing my entire reality into question. In not a very good way.
Thus nullifying your experience.
Exactly.
So you recount events to him like that? It happened this way.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, I would be fine not dwelling on the past, but he brings up stuff like, oh, you know, when you were a little kid and we did this, and that, and I was like, yeah, and then 5 minutes later you almost smacked me because I spilled a glass of milk at the table.
Oh,
Like, my mom had to stand in front of you to block the blow from your foot. Like,
oh my god.
Wow. He has conveniently forgotten those things.
yeah, and he's like, no, that never happened, and I was like, yeah, it did. It's like, no, that's just lies your mom fed you. I'm like, no, I remember that. I was there.
I guess maybe it's just actually to give it a break.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah.
That's what he's asking. He's like, give me a break.
I know.
Come on, give me a break.
I know.
Just pretend.
And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you can pretend,
but
but all the time,
and there's a certain point to which I will let him, like, I will give him that liberty. I will not bring things up. I will just let it go. But at a certain point, he always hits this point where he pushes it too far, and I have to be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, and then he just so adamantly denies it, and he's a very persuasive guy, so like, after a couple of days, I'm like, wait a minute, did that actually happen?
Oh no.
Is it actually like that, you know?
You have to give him some marks for showing us, right?
Oh, totally. No, he showed up. Those are so cool. One leg. One saw, which I would go back and see over
dad's Creole?
Huh?
Your dad's Creole or your
He's
dad and your dad's
Cajun.
Cajun?
He's my white parent. And he conveniently forgets, or at least pretends, that his family isn't racist. I mean, his family has literally wanted nothing to do with me since I was conceived. Because I'm half black.
I can see that.
Yeah, and he just acts like it never happened. Like,
I went to Louisiana. It's
oh
definitely
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. It's just like,
Definitely like that for sure.
you know, he would just, my whole life growing up, I would go to visit him, and he would trick me into going to see his family. I'd be like, Dad, I don't want to do that. And I don't feel safe with them. He was like, oh, it's fine. It's nothing against you. They just have something against me. They don't like.
It's not you. It's just half your bloodline where
Exactly.
you came from.
I'm like, really?